Yeah.
on Sharp. It is not a favorable it's not a favorable matchup. That Sonic does so well against so many of Sharp's characters, but really, I mean, in terms of frequency, it's not like it's a free win against Sharp's Sheik, but
What's the sauce on that? How have they done against each other?
it has been 24 to 29 in favor of Sonix, but not free by any stretch of the imagination, Dara. They wind up going out. They wind up going at
Sounds
each other
close.
so frequently that, I mean, they have to have a decent feel for each other about how they play, at least in the online.
Yeah, they fought over 50 sets with one another. That's
Yeah.
I feel like I would consider that, you know. And it's crazy how this kind of a set, Sonic's going up against Sharp, is not even in the top 8. And that just speaks volumes to just how many amazing players that we have competing in this tournament. So as the top 8 qualifiers continues to fill up, I mean, we got WebGP's So Good Pop, Sonix and Sharp, Epic Gabe and Myron, and Marvelous Marco still waiting on the winner of Capitan Cito and Toru. I mean, that's a lot of heavy hitters going into this one, and losers bracket as well, especially. You got Wadi, you have Beast, you have Kells, Esam going up against Goblin in losers round 4.
You kidding me?
Mr.
Are you
E,
kidding me?
Mr. E and Miles, Kirash and you have all of these amazing players still in losers bracket. But guys, enough about that. Let's get into the set that we have happening in front of us. Sharp actually going to be opting to go for the Zero Suit, which I honestly think is an excellent choice because not only does she have amazing mobility, one of the few to actually contest Sonic in that field, but huge dish joints just to keep him at bay.
I mean, Hazmat puts it best. Basically, ZSS is vertical Sonic, where you can just kind of do the thing that Sonic does, except you're doing it up and down instead of side to side. Now, should be noted, Sonix does have a winning record against this ZSS at 15-5, but that is not necessarily an indicator of the future, now is it? Or certainly, that is what Sharp is hoping for here on Pokemon Stadium. 3 stocks apiece, and right now a lot of damage being put onto this ZSS, but I mean, Sharp needs to have an adjustment to the game plan if they want this to be effective. What do you think Sharp needs to do in order to make this happen?
The biggest thing is, patience is so important any time that you're fighting Sonic right now. Both, they're still, once again, just getting a feel for each other for today. So, it just so happens that I feel like Sharp is just not guessing right on a lot of these approaches that Sonix is going for. And now we're seeing Sonix finally start to really mix it up with down airs, able to get down B into neutral air to finish it off, and Sonic sitting at only 44%. So, that means he will no longer, be too willing to play into the suit's airspace, right? Just want to probably try to stay as far away as possible, but Sharp is giving him quite the chase.
Yeah, Sonic is going to be maintaining the social distance for the most part, and that is very good and very safe, generally speaking. But if you're Sharp, oh man, you're trying to get up close and personal now, and there's no real choice that you have to do it. I mean, this is a character that obviously can close down distance and frustrate just a little bit, and we're going to address this, hopefully. But yeah, that's going to be one of those options, those running off with the Zair on the platform. Sonix, though, so good with their spacing in general. Sharp getting opportunities is going to be more few and far in between than perhaps the New Englander would like.
Sonic's just once again just playing so patiently, just charging down B in a corner. Once again, Sharp finding the call out with down smash, and actually the first time it didn't convert, but was still able to catch the dash back out of the pressure, recognizing the lack of frame advantage on the paralyzer. So you know what? Excellent stuff to Sharp. Really the biggest thing about this game, and I'll say this time and time again, percent leads mean almost nothing. Stock leads matter, because in Ultimate especially, it is a little bit more difficult for many characters to close out stocks than it is to get you 0 to 60 bread and butters. So percent leads disappear in a flash. Stock leads, especially against somebody with as much sustainability as Sonic, always going to be so valuable.
The flip kick, and Sonix, again, just, catching him with the up air, which has improved significantly since the launch of the game. I remember up air just not working at all for whatever reason. And, well, Sonix right now going to take advantage of every little bit of Sonic's kit. That is a weird thing to have to say, Sonix and then Sonix with the possessive. regardless of that, it is Sonix in possession of the lead at the moment, and a pretty significant one, Dara.
Sonix is just constantly crossing up shield, catching Sharp's next approach, retreating to the other side of the stage, mixing it up with a falling nail into back air. Sharp was not ready for that at all. Sharp was fully anticipating, you know, going all the way back to the other side of the stage, but you know what? Sonix mixed it up and got the kill as a result. Beautiful way to get it.
A spot in top 8 on the line here. They know the stakes and they know the consequences of losing is going to have to be to take on one of these incredible challengers on loser's side, as again, no real decisive things saying that Sonix is completely out of the woods yet. There's a way for Sharp to get back into this thing, but I mean, Sharp is chasing the blue blur, and there's not a whole lot you can do when Sonic gets running. Oh, tries to go for the tilt, trying to establish them some button on flat ground, but
This is so hard. Like, Sharp has not been able to get a single combo starting hit in. Every single interaction that he wins only gives him so much damage. Sonix finds the kill confirmed, does exactly what he did, and I gotta say that game was just all, you know, in and out. The Sonix show through and through. That was tough, you know. And as Sharp, the best thing that you can do is just try to hold that. You gotta attain the early lead against Sonic, because if you don't get that early lead, you know, Sonic just kind of running away from you, the whole game happens.
Yeah, Sonic's doing so well in pretty much every single tournament that they do. They have a chance to win it. The winner of the most recent Get Clipped, beating Jake in Grand Finals and in the reset, winning that out of losers. The only person that beat them in that tournament was, in fact, Jake in Winners Final. So something to be said about just how effective Sonix can be in literally every tournament that they win. Finishing second in last week's Galaxy Gambit, in fact, beating Sharp in that process by a score of 3-0 in losers quarterfinal in top 8. Sharp going Wolf and Pyra in that one, but I think it's Pyra, right? Okay, I'm getting that correct. Whatever. Either way, we're going to game number 2.
Game number 2, to switch
Wolf
to the Wolf. I actually kind of agree with the choice, because I feel like Wolf, especially at low percents, has a much more explosive advantage state. You get a falling forward, you get a falling neutral, you know, you get to set up tech chases, while Zero Suit forces like a little bit more of a patient game. That's exactly what I mean, you know, able to get a trip, not able to fully extend it though. There's a little bit too much knockback. Good DI on Sonix's part, just able to reset the situation.
It's winner quarterfinals matchup. It is intense, but yeah, the Wolf has had a measure of success against Sonix in the past, but simply was not happening, especially the convincing win last week in game number 1 between these two by Sonix. Sharp is being brought back to Wolf O'Donnell yet again to see if perhaps they can attain just a little bit of victory, and I can only imagine it has to do with being able to read Sonic's movement, which grabbing a hold of this Sonic gonna be like trying to grab onto a bar of soap in a bath, and also the bathtub is going at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, Sonix is so slippery, just quite literally running circles around Sharp right now. Finally finds that forward throw, setting up a ledge trap right now. Really awful position to be in, but Sonix ends up fighting his way out there and gets the denial with Spring. An excellent edge guard. You slip up once it gets Sonic off stage, and that's what happens. And Wolf, especially with such a linear and exploitable recovery, really all out of options at that point.
And now they're going to have to make it happen on flat ground. Nice little footstool. Maybe trying to deliver a message to Sonix, but Sonix just ain't listening. Good spot dodge there. And got to take those neutral interactions where you can get it. That's what this game is, man. It's really just rock, paper, scissors, isn't it? Just, you know, multiple times instead of one, generally speaking, if online cooperates. Anyway, Sharp going to establish ledge control. But, yeah, got caught on the jump at 156%, and Sharp doing well to keep themselves in this. They are not one to quit on a set, Dara.
Yeah, no, not at all. Starting to slowly inch their way back into this one right now, but Sonix is just playing at a really comfortable range right now. Really just trying to get an understanding and a feel of how Sharp is going to be looking. to use these lasers right now because it's a good poking tool, it's a conditioning tool, you get to see how your opponent responds. So Sonix is trying to catch that next option. Moving around each other, they're both playing so patiently right now. You need just nerves of steel. How did that nair not connect? You're gonna tell me that Wolf's nair, already active, one of the most, like, meta-relevant sex kicks in the game, didn't connect? Jeez, that's, I don't know why it happened the way it did, but I feel bad for Sharp.
It's a game of pixels, Dara. It is just absolute masterful movement from Sonix, and I will not say otherwise here. As the ace of Bandits, one of the top players in the Dominican Republic, has become the top player online and trying to stake their claim to such against an opponent like Sharp. They've been able to do so frequently. If you can take down Sharp on a consistent basis, you have earned your spot as one of the top players on the planet. And Sonix right now trying to close out this second stock. However, the dash attack from Sharp, they're keeping themselves in this one, but if they can find the kill...
These launch mix-ups from Sonix are so good. Yeah. He's so aware of all of these, like, different percents. He always has, like, a kill confirmer. He knows exactly what move is going to kill at this point, so... And now look how patiently he is playing once again. Just barely maneuvering around that laser. Gotta say, Sonix is just playing this so well. Sharp needs to find a way in. Good call-out! The way that Sharp approached, baited the approach back onto center stage, that was cool. That's exactly what we got to do against Sonic. You got to get close enough and then try to punish his retreat back onto the other side of the stage.
I mean, Sharp is doing so well to keep it, at the very least, consistent. It's a more methodical game number 2, is it not? But that's also kind of the deal. You need a good bit of patience when you're playing against Sonic, generally speaking. And if not, I mean, Sonic has the closing speed more than anyone else to kind of take your head off. This Wolf, however, keeping their claws sharpened and at the alert, looking for that nair, and is going to hit the shield of Sonic instead. And oh man, Sonic is just so good at punishing off of the ledge.
Isn't the edge guard right now?
The flash is going to connect,
but it's not the spike one. Thankfully, yeah, no, Sonix is still going to be in it, still kicking. Sharp finds his way back on. Sonix got a little bit too aggressive instead of, like, focusing on the ledge trap. Didn't properly recognize that scenario, but right now, both of them at almost a completely even game at 1 minute and 46 seconds on the clock. So we're still not in the realm of a timeout, but you know what? On the horizon for sure.
Again, just pursuing them to the ends of the earth. This Sonic will go to chase down their prey, but oh man,
back to a little bit of stage. This could be it. Is that going to be the spring? But an amazing double jump to stall just a little bit.
Oh, look at that.
Not it.
Yeah. Oh, the donkey kick's still not doing it. The spring hits them back to the stage, and Sharp is going to stay alive here, but they need to get on flat ground.
Chilling. Sharp is living, Sharp is chilling, Sharp needs one more hit to be able to get this, not even grounded down at 180%. Oh, mamma mia. Oh,
I
buddy.
honestly thought they were going to just try to read a roll in for down smash, but instead goes to the ledge. Sharp, maybe overextending just a little bit, hits the shield on the dash attack, and they're going to maintain center stage for now. That's kind of where they want to be. You do not want to give him a chance to go off stage.
He's still living.
They keeps getting hit back to the stage by that spring, and Sharp right now living at 200. I don't know if chillin' is the word I'd use, Dara.
Oh, he's chilling. Oh, he is vibing, my friend, because an F tilt, a dash attack, any of Wolf's boost options at this point will be able to do it. So Sharp is just playing safely, not committing to anything yet. It is 20 seconds on the clock, so Sonix is like, yeah, I'm good on the interaction portion of this game, you know. He's just running away. Going for a timeout is exactly what you want to do because you guess wrong against Wolf and you are dead.
But it's going to be Sharp that has to guess here. 5 seconds, gets the dash attack, but oh, they get tagged instead.
Oh my god, that dash attack. That dash attack, I need a replay on that dash attack. That was so tragic. That was so sad.
Yeah, this is going to be therapeutic, if nothing else, for Sharp. And that's going to be a game 2 victory.
Look at this dash attack. Look how sad this dash attack is. No, I don't know why that happened.
Nor does Sharp. I can only imagine the reaction that we saw on that stream, but
Why?
it came out just in time for Sonix. Sonix just timed it
Oh
perfectly.
my god,
But
dude.
yeah, that's going to be a 2-0 victory for Sonix, who's going to move on into top 8 winners side. I mean, it's going to be a brutal matchup for whoever comes through the loser side, but I mean, that's what
That
a
was
way to
so
lose.
sad, dude. That was tragic. Because all that Sharp needed was one hit. He has lived like 8 kill attempts from Sonix up until that point, like 2 edge guards, and my man was just surviving. So that means Sonix is Sonix is confirmed to make it into top 8. So really, really good stuff to him, guys. I believe we actually have just one more set ahead of us. We are going to be seeing Capitan Cito going up against Marvelous Marco. The other top 8 qualifier sets are currently on their way, so on the collision stream, I believe you're going to be seeing either Epic Gabe versus Myron, or Capitan Cito, or excuse me, or WebJP going up against So Good Pop. So guys, I recommend having multi-Twitch open so that you can have the streams happening simultaneously. So I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be signing off after this upcoming set, or maybe we'll do a couple of loser sets. So we'll get a little bit of sauce later on, I suppose.
Well, whatever the case may be, we'd like to thank you all for joining us and for joining myself, Mr. Stu, the announcer, and of course my commentary partner, Dara M. Gar. Definitely follow her. If not for the commentary, if not for the memes, definitely for that sick Black Label Society shirt. I'm sorry, I love that band. Love Zach Wild.
So good. I'm glad we could bond over this.
God damn right. I'm a huge rock hound, huge metalhead. But also, you know what? And definitely shout outs to a certified fan of the Dan, Devin3000, on production. Talk to them about Steely Dan. Clam Hat told me to say that.
I also saw Zach in concert.
Oh, and you saw Zach Wild in concert. Dude, absolute legend.
Amazing.
Oh my god. But yeah, we're going to ask you one time, do we have time to... No, we are not going to ask you to hit him with the ad slides real fast because
Not quite yet,
we are getting right into. Yeah, we'll do that after the set, folks. Believe me, it's part of the